So go here, new, and then click on Apex class and give some name to the Apex class. So account controller 9. Okay. So I'm writing one annotation, Aura enabled. Okay. So why we have to write this annotation in the Apex class? Okay. So if you don't write this annotation, you will not able to access the data in the Lightning component, right? So yeah, normally in Visual Force page we don't have to write an annotation, right? So yeah, when it comes to Lightning component, definitely we have to write an annotation. If you don't write this annotation, we will not able to access the data in a Lightning component. Okay, clear? This one about annotation is
Okay, bro.
clear. Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So in this scenario, we'll be displaying a multiple account. It's not single record. So the method should have list of accounts. Okay. So I'm writing public static. So I'm going to display multiple records from account object, right? So it should be list of accounts. Okay. So normally, if you are dealing with single record, so we can simply go with a normal account. Okay. So we don't have to go with list of accounts. Okay. So after this, the name of the method. Okay, so the method name always should start with a lowercase letter. If the method is having a multiple inner words, the first letter of inner word should start with uppercase letter. Okay, so this is related to accounts. So display accounts. Okay, okay. So this is not a void method. So we have to write return statement. Okay, so I'm just returning a return. I want to display name, comma, site from account object. Okay, so here I am putting limit. So what limit it does is in Salesforce. So basically, I want to restrict the record count. Okay, so I don't want to display all the records from account object. I just want to display only 10 records from account object. It will display only 10 records. So limit should be followed by integer. Let's say if you want to display only 5 records, then limit should followed by 5. So it should be integer. Okay, so we have done with Apex class. Okay, so let me tell you one more approach. So either you can write a return statement, or what you can do is, let me write one more way. So list of account is a list, select name, comma, site from account limit 10. Okay, so return ACC list. It will also behave it will also return same thing. Okay, so you can follow this way or you can follow this way. You will not get any error. Okay, okay,
There is no need of use void return type, bro. Public static void.
sorry.
Void type.
No, Lightning will not accept void. Okay, so let me show you that as well. Public static void. Okay, so let me remove return as well. Normally, public static void. Okay, okay, so public static. So let me remove static as well. Static is not needed. So we'll get an error for sure, because we will not able to use aura enabled in the void method, because previously I have included static, right? So we don't have to include static for void method, right? So void method is not supported. Okay, but static, if you put static, then it will work. Okay, so we'll be returning list of account, right? So void is nothing but we don't have to write, we don't have to put return statement. But here in this method, we are going to return 10 records, right? So obviously it should have a list of account. Okay, so clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that? Okay, so let me remove this one. Clear, Kalpana?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm creating a component. Okay, account. So the name of the component account, display something there. Okay, so I'm clicking on submit. Controller. So I want to display the data whenever user loads a page. It's not like, when the user clicks on a button, I'm not going to display the data. So when you load a component, basically on loading of a page, I want to display the data, right? So what approach we'll be using for this? I mean, what
Handler.
method? Handler, right? So aura handler and name equal to init. So this is a standard syntax, but when it comes to action, you can give any name. Okay. So action equal to, so what do you mean by C here?
Controller.
Namespace.
So basically C will refers to the controller. Okay. So if you want to execute some JavaScript controller pod, obviously it should have C. Okay. So if you are trying to put V and you are trying to execute the method, I mean execute the controller part, then it won't work because V is a value provider. If you want to refer to the controller, it should have C. Okay. Uh, okay. So method is do. So the name of the method is doing it. Okay. So okay. So in Lightning, we're not able to display the data directly. We have to write the JavaScript code, right? So we have to write the callbacks. Without writing the callbacks, we're not able. So when it comes to Visual Force page, normally we'll write one query and then we'll in the Visual Force page we have different tags like page block. We have page block table. We have a table. We have data table. So these are all things, right? So normally directly. So let me show you that as well. So normally, sorry, we'll be writing page block table value equal to and the reference variable name of the name of the reference variable in Apex. So and then so it should have some reference variable name. With the help of reference variable name, we'll able to access the data, right? So when it comes to Lightning component, it won't happen like that. We have to write, definitely we have to write the controller part. Okay, if you do callbacks, we have to write. So if you don't write callbacks, we'll not able to display the data in the component. Okay, so yeah. So I want to display multiple records, right? So we have attribute concept, right? So if you want to set some value or if you want to store some value, then we should go with attribute. So without attribute, we will not able to show it in the component, right? So I'm creating an attribute for storing the account data. So attribute name equal to SSL list. So the type should be list because we are going to display multiple records, right? Okay. So clear till now?
Yeah, bro, clear.
Okay. So do in it. So let me write this method. So do in it. The first step would be we need to call Apex class, Apex method. Okay. So this is the first step. Okay. So where action equal to, you can give any name, but normally most of the people, will go with this reference with, will go with, action reference variable whenever they are calling whenever they are calling Apex method. Okay. So this is up to you. You can give any name. Okay. So component dot get of C will refers to the controller. So this is the way how, we'll be calling the Apex method. Okay. So display accounts. Okay, so display accounts is a method name, right? Step one, calling the apex method. Okay, so we will call the method and then we'll get the response. Okay, so the first step is clear.
Yes, bro, clear.
Okay, step two. Normally, this is the order of execution. So, step two. So, normally, we are directly displaying the data, right? So, we don't have any input, we are not passing any parameter. Apex class is not having any parameters, right? So, if it is having parameters, then this would be the second step. Okay, so we don't have any, any parameters here. Okay, so this is the second step. Okay, and the last and the step three would be, so we need to execute server side logic. If we don't execute server side logic, then we will not able to display the data, right? We have global action. Okay, so basically we need to execute, we are calling the method, right? So we need to execute that method. So if we want to execute that method, we have one global action. So we have, so the global action name is enqueue action. Okay, please try to follow the same naming convention. I mean, when it, so because lightning is a case sensitive, so if you are trying to give uppercase letter instead of lowercase letter, yeah, obviously you'll get an error. Okay, so enqueue action, it should be followed by reference variable. So action. Okay, so in the parenthesis we have to put a reference variable. So this is the step three. Okay, so step three is clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so and the fourth step would be we have to write callback method. So why we have to go with callback method? Yeah, so in Lightning we have to go with a callback method. If we don't use callback method, then we'll not able to display the data. From the callback, we'll be getting the data and then we'll be setting it to the attribute. So with the help of attribute, we'll be displaying the data in the component. But the data obviously we have to set in the JavaScript. We will not able to refer apex property directly in the lightning component. Okay, so let me write the callback method action dot. So action is basically this one. Okay. Okay, so C should be lowercase letter back this comma, there should be a standard syntax, but in the response you can give any reference variable name. Okay, you don't have to give the response here, you can give any name, that is up to you, but it should be no, it should be with meaningful name. This comma function comma response. Okay, so let me save it. Okay, so whole data, I mean data, everything will be present in response. Okay, so from the response we have to get the account records, right? So how to get the response from the response? Okay, okay, so where the response a value equal to, we have a method. So get return value is basically it will return the value. So yeah, okay, if you want to get the data from it, accounts records, then we have to use this method. Okay, so let me put that as well. Get return value and return is used to get the records from records. That's it. In this scenario, records, right? So I want to get the state as well from the response. Okay, so I'll be getting the state as well from the response. So where state equal to a response dot get state. Okay, so in this scenario you'll try to see only one state. Okay, okay, so let me make a note of this. Get state is used to get the state of lightning component. Okay, so now what I'll do is, if the state equal to success, then I'm going to set the data to the attribute, right? So if state equal to success, okay, so if the state equal to success, then I'll be setting the data to the attribute, right? So what is our attribute name? ACC list, right? So data will be present in a response val. Okay, so response value. Okay, let's say if the state is not success, then I just want to display some console log message to the user, or let me put some alert message, alert error in fetching the data. Okay, so clear till now?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so component. So we'll try to go with simple design. Okay, so table. Since we'll be displaying only two columns, right? So one is name and the other one is site. Okay, so TD name, TD site. Okay, so I'll be writing a aura iteration because I want to display multiple records. It's not single record. If you are trying to display single record, then we don't have to go with aura iteration. If you want to display more than one record, yeah, obviously we have to go with aura iteration. Otherwise, it won't work. If it is a single record, so aura iteration is not needed. Okay, so aura iteration, same thing in the apex class, sorry, in the visual force page also. If it is a single record, then simply we'll be using that reference variable name. We'll that will basically, it should have set get method, and then we'll be using it in the visual force page. Same thing in lightning component also. But yeah, so since this is since we are going to display multiple records, so we should write aura iteration. Aura iteration items equal to, so items equal to basically the attribute name. Okay, since we will be setting the whole data to the account list, ACC list attribute, basically we have to put items equal to attribute name. So where ACC, if you want to access the data, then we have to make the use of this reference variable. Let's say I want to bind account name and account site, right? So we have to make the use of this property, right? So if we don't use this property, we don't actually able to bind the data. All right, so tr. Okay, so I want to display the first column is for name, right? So ACC dot name. Okay, so we don't have to again we don't have to put a value provider here, because items, we are already putting whole data to the items, and we are so with the help of reference variable name, we are accessing the data, right? So we don't have to put the v. Okay, a td. So I'm going to display account site as well. So ACC site, that's it. Okay, so clear, any doubts? Anyway, I'll explain one more time. Okay, so let me create an application. Extends equal to force.slds. So what it does in Salesforce Lightning?
Give the lightning UI, correct exact UI.
So what about Kalpana?
About extents is equal to force colon SLDS, right?
Lightning design
Yeah,
system it will give.
yeah. Okay, so unable to find the action. So extends equal to force dot SLDS means it will acquire the properties of a lightning design system. That's it. Okay, so why we are getting an error? Any idea? It's a simple one. Yeah, just any idea? Getting any idea?
Unable to find action display accounts.
Yeah,
We can't find action display accounts.
Maybe
Controller.
yeah,
the
yeah.
value name is different.
So actually, I didn't put the controller to the component. So that's a okay.
Controller equal to
Yeah, yeah. If we want
Apex
to,
class name.
yeah, if we want to use the Apex class name in the component, then we have to
Method
put the
name.
controller. We have to put the controller, and it should be followed by the Apex class. Okay. So now let me refresh it. Right, we are getting the data right.